It's time for Wisconsin race fans, gather round. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show, and thanks for joining us for our 42nd consecutive season. We are your destination for news and interviews, the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, NASCAR, and more. With the support of our great sponsors, the Racing Roundup Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. And tune in every Saturday morning at 11:30 to CW18 Milwaukee to catch Milwaukee's only motorsports show. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Tim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? Good to see you here. I'm hanging out with you on a Tuesday night at Cinco de Mayo. There's only one Cinco de Mayo, but it's Taco Tuesday every Tuesday here at Paulie's Pub and Eatery. Welcome to our show. Thanks for joining us. We got a lot to cover, a lot of great guests as well to line up and chat about. Six-time Super Late Model champ at Slinger Super Speedway, Steve Apel, is here. His kart racing sons have been really busy. I know that Slinger's Super shows aren't started up till like May 17th or something like that, but they've been busy. We're talking about Steve and his kids racing all over the country, literally. It's going to be kind of fun to catch up with them as they prepare for a busy season around these parts. He spent last weekend actually at Millwright Raceway in Dowsman, so that's kind of cool that they got some time with the Badger Kart Club to talk about as well. We spent the weekend covering the ASA Midwest Tour race, the Joe Shear Classic. I hope you got a chance to see it. I hope you were there in person as well. It's an awesome race. We're going to cover it exclusively with Bill Holland in the Groove, presented by Johnson & Sons Paving. That's coming up on this show, talking to the racers during and after the races themselves. The Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report is packed. It's on the way. We also have two-time Wisconsin Wingless Sprints champ Clayton Rossman joining us to preview his season. 2026 will be a run for the Rookie of the Year and the bumper-to-bumper Advanced Auto Value. I get that right, AAA. It's the bumper-to-bumper Auto Value IRA Outlaw Sprint Series. He's got it going on. He also brought his race car with him here to Paulie. So by all means, come on down with the camera, bring the kids. It's a lot of fun to see race cars in the parking lot. I want to thank those guys for making the effort to bring their car here. The Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR Report covers the latest from Texas Motor Speedway over the weekend and the little dirt racing and the little dirt track outside on the property. We also had the privilege of having the race car of 2025 MSA 360 Sprints Car champion, Ben Schmidt, sitting right out front. Thank you, Ben, for bringing the car down. We're talking to Ben about racing at his home track, Plymouth Dirt Track. Just one night in so far. They're looking forward to going racing again this coming Saturday. We also welcome back Bill Weinog with the Plymouth Dirt Track. Bill's going to talk to us about all the great things happening this season. And Bill brought us some race tickets to give away tonight and with a few other nights coming forward. We want to tell you that it's going to be a lot of fun, so you need to be here at the show to win those prizes after with our live audience. It's May 5th, show number 5 of our 2026 season. There's a Cinco de Mayo theme as well. It's the 42nd season of the Racing Roundup Show. We're hanging out at Paulie's. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Johnson & Sons Paving is an asphalt and concrete paving contractor serving southern Wisconsin and proudly sponsors our weekly Bill Holland in the Groove segment. Trust the team of experts offering a full range of asphalt and concrete construction services for customers from Dane County to Fond du Lac and from Sheboygan to Kenosha County. Johnson & Sons Paving is proud to meet or beat their clients' timeline while exceeding expectations. Homeowners and business owners alike depend on the racers at Johnson & Sons Paving to stay on budget and to get in and out quickly while keeping their property safe and accessible at all times. For all of your asphalt and concrete needs, get started by going online to johnsonsonspaving.com.
Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable. Life is full of questions. Is the presentation ready for work tomorrow? Why is there so much traffic at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday? Are your in-laws visiting this weekend or next? You've got plenty of things to worry about. Whether your car will start shouldn't be one of them. With an outrageously dependable battery under your hood, you can cross one of those questions off your list, which gives you time to answer more things like,
Are we there yet?
Interstate Batteries, delivering the most trustworthy source of power to the world since 1952.
Join the racing crowd every Saturday at 11:30 for the Racing Roundup Show, Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show. We have racing highlights, news, and interviews from the Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and more. With great support from our sponsors, our host Jim Trado and expert reporters cover all things motorsports. Visit RacingRoundupShow.com. For 42 years and counting, the Racing Roundup Show is the destination program for Wisconsin race fans.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show, America's longest-running weekly motorsports program held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd. Now let's get back to our host, the PA voice of the Daytona 500. You've seen him on Flow Racing's coverage of the Snowball Derby and Slinger Nationals, and on Track TV's coverage of the ASA Stars National Tour. Once again, here is Jim Trado.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Glad to have you along on this May 5th edition of the Racing Roundup Show. Hey, if you're looking to sell or buy a home or commercial property, choose Rapina Realty. They get it done right. You got to list and sell and buy with confidence. They know how to do it. They have knowledge and expertise to get your deal done. Not all things are easy in the world of real estate, but Matt Rapina and his group, Rapina Realty, can get things going for you. Sell your house or they'll help you find your dream home. Not all realtors are the same. Knowledge is power. Higher knowledge. The website to visit, rapinarealty.com. It's quickly time for the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. Their proud founding sponsor, Joe Gibbs Racing. Visit interstatebatteries.com to find a battery for every need at a dealer near you. Chase Elliott led a race-high 87 laps and took command by the last 100 laps or so to win his second NASCAR Cup Series race of the season Sunday at Texas Motor Speedway. Chase did have to survive a restart with 4 laps remaining with a restart shove from his Hendrick Motorsports teammate Alex Bowman from behind. He got out ahead of Denny Hamlin, and that's how they'd finish first and third with Hamlin in second. Elliott got the nudge and advantage to clear Hamlin for the lead coming off turn 2 on that last restart. Tyler Reddick ended up in the third position. Home state driver Chris Buescher finished 5th. Defending Cup champ Kyle Larson had a busy week in Texas. He raced 2 nights at the dirt track at Texas Motor Speedway in his High Limit Racing Series sprint car. He tried it on a way too big cowboy hat on Thursday night after he won from the pole on Thursday night. And Saturday night at the dirt track, Larson finished 7th behind top 2 finishers, Aaron Reutzel and Corey Day, who he raced against that Saturday afternoon before heading to the dirt track. Earlier on Saturday, Larson won the NASCAR Rally Series race, his second straight at Texas Motor Speedway, as he held off a dogged charge from his Hendrick Motorsports teammate Justin Allgaier. Flanking Wisconsin, Sam Mayer finally had a good run, finished 3rd. Actually, $1 ice cream cones at Andrews Frozen Custard yesterday if you missed it. Every time a top 5 run by Sam, you get $1 cones. We don't have any Andes around here, but if you're watching from around the country and you have an Andes custard near you, stop by on Mondays after Sam wins or finishes top 3 or top 5 and get yourself a cone for cheap. Other race drivers from Wisconsin did a nice job. Ryan Landers, Parker Retzlaff joined Mayer in the top 5, finishing 5th. Slinger's Josh Blicky finished 27th. Carson Hocevar won again in the Truck Series. On Friday night in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, he won the Cup race the week before. Beat Kyle Busch to win the truck race on Friday night. It ended Kai Boo's 4-race win streak in Texas on the truck side of things. Neenah resident Ty Majeski qualified 20th and raced in 9th by the end of Stage 1. Ty Wood finished 9th at the end of the race before flying Saturday morning direct from somewhere in Dallas, probably Fort Worth, at the commercial airline up to Madison. Got there in time to practice Sunday for Sunday's Joe Shear Classic. No problem, don't worry. Travel went as planned. Hey, I'll be headed this Thursday to Watkins Glen to work the ARCA Menard Series race on Friday afternoon live at 12:30 p.m. So lunchtime, Friday, 12:30 p.m. Central on FS2. Saturday's O'Reilly NASCAR race at Watkins Glen starts at 3 p.m. Central on CW18 Milwaukee, where you can catch our weekly Racing RoundUp TV show, by the way, every Saturday morning at 11:30. And look ahead to Sunday's Cup Series race at the Glen. Wisconsin's Josh Blicky is entered among the racers. Sunday takes the green flag at 2 p.m. Central on Sunday on FS1. Blicky's driving the Garage 66 car. They ran 6 times last year, but he hasn't been in the Cup Series since the Roval at Charlotte last October. We now welcome in our next guest to the show. I'm pretty excited to have them here. They're racers, multi-generations of racers. We're talking to them right now. Welcome to the Racing RoundUp show. We have a very special guest and his sons with us. 6-time Slinger Superspeedway driving champion in super late model, Steve Apel, and his racing sons, Cameron and Harrison. Guys, welcome to the Racing RoundUp show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Steve, I knew this was a project in the making when I saw the first go-kart pictures in your late model shop. How's that been, the progression? And, man, you guys are flying like on a curve like this with what you're doing.
Yeah, Will. It all starts when I think Cam was 4 or 5 days old at the track.
Days old.
And, okay. Yeah, he was in victory lane with us at WIR on a Thursday after being born on Monday. So I think it starts pretty young. They started racing or driving karts in our backyard when they were 3 or 4 years old, and kind of fast-paced into karting. So something I didn't do as a kid growing up, and I get to enjoy it with the kids and my parents and family and friends, and travel the country, I guess, and race karts.
Before we get to ask these guys the hard questions, you guys have taken a big bite out of this. You're not just racing maybe at the Bergenstraat Motorplex at Road America. You've done that. You raced this past weekend at Millwright Raceway in Dousman with the Badger Kart Club. But you guys have been traveling. Tell us about what you guys have been up to.
Yeah, we decided to take a leap of hope and dreams and go racing nationally in the kart scene. So when you do that as an entrepreneur and an independent, it's very difficult. But I think at a young age, it shows the kids that hard work pays off. And you're racing against teams that have 3 or 4 kids or 5 kids under a tent and full-time crew guys, and a lot of kids that race for a living at that age. So to be able to go race with them and run competitively is just out of the back of our trailer, and it's pretty cool. So it's a lot of fun. We were down in North Carolina twice now, Indianapolis, and the first half of the first quarter of the year has been a lot of travel. We'll do Dousman again this weekend, and then I get my chance to race again. So
finally,
we did miss the Slinger opener, which was unfortunate, but that was the only race this year that conflicts with any of the racing that the kids are doing. So we decided to go racing with the kids and enjoy the time with them, and we'll be back at Slinger May 17th.
That's awesome. Cameron, we're bringing you in right now, buddy. What's it like racing, not from just take us from the backyard to the first time you raced in a real race in a go-kart with other kids on the track? What was that feeling like?
It felt like just amazing to get back out there and be able to race with actual competitive kids.
And now you're racing kids you've never heard or seen of before, and you're traveling a long way to go racing. What's that been like?
It's been tough because they race for a living, and that's all they do.
So your dad and some friends are helping you do this. What have you found you've been able to help the team when you get a chance to race against drivers literally you've never seen before or may not see them for several years to come?
Well, it's interesting to see how they race and how they race with their teammates, so then you can learn.
And you're doing pretty good, aren't you? You feeling pretty confident about what you have going on?
Yeah.
Awesome. Harrison, I want to talk to you about your first escapades into this. You saw your brother get a go-kart. You probably were jonesing to get time. Being the younger brother, you want to do everything he does. What's it been like racing with your brother?
It feels good to race against my brother because, he's an actual competitor, and I actually get to race him sometimes, and sometimes I don't, and I have to race some really fast competitors. Mm-hmm.
And when they're both in the same class, Dad, what do you do?
It's very difficult as a father to watch 2 kids in the same class, and they're at an age right now where they're in the same class. So it's and a lot of times with Badger we'll run 2 classes. So we have 4 karts, and it's a lot. It's a busy day, but you try to watch both kids. And like last Sunday, they both passed kids on the same lap, and they're racing for different positions. And I missed both of them. I'm like, I didn't see either one of them passing. So
you don't have eye strain, but the one you look at, it's not the one passing.
Yeah. It always happens that way. But they do an awesome job. They work together as a team. They learn from each other. And I think in circle track racing, you don't look at a lot of data or a lot of video. When you go to these races, you're watching a lot of video and self-teaching yourself and learning how to get better and faster in each corner. And us circle track guys only have 2 corners or 4 corners, and you got 16, 17 corners. You're trying to teach an 8 and 10-year-old where to hit the brakes and where to hit the gas. And it's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. It's something that I think in the long term we'll have a lot of memories made and a lot of fun doing it.
Let's go back to Sunday. Millwright Raceway in Dallasman, home of the Badger Kart Club, halfway between Milwaukee and Madison. Great people, great fun. 2 kids, 3 classes. Or 2 classes.
Yeah, 2 classes with 3 kids. Harrison ran 2 classes this weekend, a 2-stroke and a 4-stroke. Cam ran the 4-stroke, and it was.
What was that like?
It's a busy day. You get there at 8 in the morning, and it's nonstop the whole day. So you get a little bit of lunch break. Badger does an awesome job helping kind of make sure that the classes are split up so you have a little bit of time, but you get done with one class and you push to the line for next class. So busy days and a lot of fun. But I think seat time at this age is really important, and knowing that we have to race almost every single week all summer long, keeping the carts in one piece and racing with a lot of respect, and how to pass clean and things that I think are important as you get to the next step of racing, what that is, if it's go right from go-karts right to super late models or what the plan is. But I know at some point my days are numbered, and I don't know when that'll be or how old they have to be to race at Slinger, but Slinger is 5 minutes from our house, and I can hear race cars when they're on the track. So, but we're kind of in between Badger and Road America. We're 45 minutes each direction, which is probably a perfect spot to grow up for kids, and we have the best of both worlds. We can go to Road America on Tuesday and Saturdays. We can go to Dallasman on Sundays, and then Slinger Sunday nights. So there'll probably be a handful of times this year where we're racing carts all Sunday morning, back up on Sunday afternoon as soon as the race is over, and get the Slinger and try to practice and race. So Monday mornings come tough, but I have I think a pretty good boss. My boss is a racer, and a lot of guys at work race. So Monday mornings, 8 o'clock, we're all there pushing through for the day.
Harrison, you got a chance to race 2 carts, 2 classes. Which one was faster, the 206 Sportsman or the Mini Swift?
Mini Swift.
And which one was more fun to drive?
Probably 4-stroke.
All right. Why do you like that one better?
Because there's more people in that class.
Okay. All right. And how'd you do on Sunday?
I passed 2 people in the same corner, and I finished first.
All right. In one class. Nice job. So we have a recent win. Did they give you a sticker for that or something? All right. You probably should. We need to work on that, Badger Kart Club. Cameron, how'd you do this past Sunday?
I thought I did pretty good. A little bit harder than I thought. I finished 5th. And
how many other carts were on the racetrack with you?
I think like 16 to 18.
Oh, wow. Wow. Are you enjoying this different traveling, different racetracks in a given week, different states?
I mean, yeah, but sometimes I get a little bit tired.
Yeah. So Dad's got to keep an eye on the gas gauge. I'm guessing the more they know the kids, the more you can't find them in the pits, right?
Yeah, and it's really cool to see kids grow up with other kids, different cultures and different parts of the world at some of these national races. And you see the kids playing, and they're playing soccer, and they're trying to communicate, and some of them don't speak English, and but they all get along. They all get to go hang out and have fun, and so that's really cool. Some of these races we go to, I'm on the cheap side, so I don't get hotels, so we actually stay in our trailer, which is, I asked the kids, you want to get a hotel room or do you want tires? So
yeah,
there's got to be a give and take.
We got a bunch of racers in here that are going, there's no question, Dad. No question.
So we were down in Indy 2 weekends ago, and we slept in the trailer Friday, Saturday, and head home Sunday. So, but it's something that I think in long term is a lot of memories and things that I'll never forget. It's something that's I think is really important for the kids to learn that you have to budget and spend your money where you need to, especially for racing. And hotel's not going to make you fast, but tires will.
Where can we follow you guys along in your escapades on social media? What's your website or social media pages?
Yeah, so I kind of turned my Facebook page into a family page, and April Racing is our family page, and I'll post stuff from when I race and then when the kids race, so we try to kind of share it, and at some point I'll hand the torch off to them, and they'll take over the super late model ride. So I'm hoping I got a couple more years left, though. We certainly appreciate you coming on the show. But I stand for Steve April and his sons Harrison and Cameron on the end there. Guys, thanks for being on the Racing Roundup show. Thanks for having us. That was for TV. That was awesome. Mom's arms are getting tired, too. We're going to keep talking to these guys for a few minutes. So when it comes to racing in the same class, guys, when does it start saying, I got to get faster than my brother? For you, Harrison, when does it start saying, okay, we got the setup, we're on the grid, practice one. When do you start worrying about what Cameron's doing?
after the run to see who's faster?
That I just need to catch up to him and start pushing him.
All right. You have to catch him first. All right. And what's that like, Cameron, having because you have a little more experience, but now he's like in the same class, so it's got to be, is it the same for you or different, trying to race your brother, keep track of him?
I mean, it's kind of nice to have a partner pushing you when, like, you have all these kids trying to push. Like, it's kind of hard to tell other kids, hey, can you push me?
You kind of have a built-in teammate, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you have
for sure.
a brother. I get asked all the time, what are you going to do when they wreck each other? And I said, the day's coming. And as long as they don't get hurt, race cars can be rebuilt. They make new tubes every day, and as long as the kids don't get hurt, it's all part of racing. So they do a pretty good job. I mean, in karting, some of these tracks, it's drafting tracks, and you don't think Badger is much of a drafting track, but it's important to push. And sometimes you have to push your competitor to get away from the guy behind you, and then you can race them. So trying to teach that to the kids, when to push and when to pass, and they've done an awesome job. It's crazy to go from racing last couple of years with the kids, only when we had time and maybe once a month, and now we're racing the kids probably 3-4 times a month, and I'm trying to race too. So
yeah, and you got your dad here and your mom's here, and thinking that was part of what you grew into, your dad and the team and all the guys that did it for year upon year before you got a chance to drive. Then you got a chance to drive, win some races, win championships. How is the help for you guys with you starting basically saying, we're going karting, and we're going karting nationally? Who's all been around surrounding you guys to help that effort?
I didn't race karts. Our family didn't race karts growing up, so I knew nothing. We bought some karts for the backyard, and then that kind of turned into, hey, we should go to Badger, and then you get to meet other people and other racers, and their kids are racing, and there's a handful of kids that race karts that their dad races with me. So the Dassaus, the Austin Nasons, the Dalton Ziers, and the Stefanos. So like you get to be with the same group of people, just at a different track. So.
Yeah.
But we met a guy a couple of years ago or 2 years ago that his son was a national kart champion, independent by himself, and he's been a tremendous amount of helping us kind of get up to speed quickly, and he's been kind of pushing us through all these national events, and he comes with us. He actually owns the karts and motors, and has been a lot of help. So
Great.
Ryan McAndrews is the guy, and I think it's for the kids. It's really cool to see them race for somebody besides dad.
Yep.
And respect their equipment and take care of it and learn and do all that fun stuff. So it's been a lot of fun, and very grateful to have him in our corner helping us along the way.
I'm sure you guys have to do something of a little of everything. But Cameron, what's your job on the racetrack? I'm sorry. When the carts come across the scales, go back to the pits. Whether it's your cart or your brother's cart, is there certain things you do specifically, like wipe things down or change gears, or what's your role in the pits?
Well, it's either me watching data or cleaning the carts. Anything that I can help, I'll do.
Harrison, what do you like to do? Not maybe what you have to do, but what you like to do when you get the chance to work on them.
Like to ask my mom and dad that the cart isn't that great yet, and I need help like getting it faster.
And what's the secret food you guys eat before you go racing? Is there like Dad, I have to have an Uncrustable, or I'm not going to go out and qualify? Is there any magic food you have to have in the hauler before you go racing?
Donuts.
I got to ask these serious questions. Cam, do you have a favorite donut that you have to have in the hauler before you go?
I mean, if anything, it's probably chocolate.
All right. That's easy. That's pretty fun. Steve, are there any other sponsors helping you guys? You mentioned Brian McAndrews is an awesome help. Anybody else helping you guys along when it comes to karting or your super lane?
Yeah, I'm gonna hand this off to the kids.
Right.
They have a list of people to talk through. So, Harrison, do you want to start? Start with the first couple.
Brake and equipment, Western snowplows, and Mac paving.
Hefner Racing products, Schmidt's concrete, H&H quality removal.
Kenner
Insurance.
Solutions, Zeller
Transportation.
HMB Landscape,
Maria's Barbering Engineered Material Products, Erosion Control Solutions.
Weeks, Interstresses, Derek Thorne Racing, West Bend Sausage,
When in the legacy group, Switch Racing Engines, Joe's Racing Products.
Laughter.
Balin's Racing Equipment and Left-Hander.
Awesome job, guys. How about a big hand for Harrison Cameron and Steve Apel joining us on the show, guys. Great teamwork on getting those sponsor mentions as well. Wish you well the next coming races. Make sure you find them at Apple Racing on Facebook, right?
Yep, Apel Racing Inc. is our Facebook page.
Apel Racing, APEL, Apel Racing on Facebook, and it's going to be fun to follow, guys. I've been kind of keeping an eye on you, but it's really neat to see you in person to catch up, and hope to have you back on the show again.
We appreciate you having us.
A great time having these guys on the program. We got some more racing to talk to, more racing to talk about. This is the Racing Roundup Show. We're live on this May 5th edition from Paulie's Pub and Eatery. Come on down and join the racing crowd and some family fun yet to come.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club Points Racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack-leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much. American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters, and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program for 42 years and counting. We're here each and every week, April through September, mostly on Tuesdays this year. We got a couple of Mondays coming up. We'll tell you about those to see things progress. You can check out our schedule page on our website. You can also see our show in archived anytime you want to watch on demand at RacingRoundupShow.com. This portion of our show is brought to you by BMR Electric Carts in Random Lake. They have e-bikes and scooters in your choice of colors and options. An average of 20 Icon electric and gas-powered golf carts are in stock, including the 2026 Icon i60 LX 6-passenger. like to remind you, Brad Miller is Wisconsin's only Icon gas and electric cart dealer. Check out their Facebook page, BMRE Electric Carts Company. After the show, we have some great giveaways tonight, including gift cards from the award-winning LD's Barbecue in East Troy. We have Hefner Racing Products. We have a drill bracket that we brought along that Jeff Wessel gave us last week from HRP. We're giving that away tonight after the show. We have Raceway Bar and Grill gift certificate from Slinger. We did our show a couple weeks there. They gave us some gift cards to give to you to join them on a given weeknight or weekend night if you're going to and from the track. We also have tickets to any Saturday night weekly show at Plymouth Dirt Track. We'll talk to Ben Schmidt and Bill Weinag about that. It's going to be kind of fun to see that in action. We also have some great diecast as well from Diecast Jim and our friends at Greenfield Gallery. Collectibles from Greenfield Gallery on Facebook. Look them up. They're always buying racing collections, and they're listing a bunch of stuff. I saw Ralph put a bunch of IndyCar stuff on there. 1 car, 10 cars, whatever you want to buy. They have a lot of great selections for you at Greenfield Gallery. We also have Wisconsin Proud Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup to give out, some Wobam products as well. So we want to thank all those folks for giving us some cool stuff to give out tonight after the show. Come on down and join the racing crowd. You have time. We're here at Polly's Pub and Eatery. Hey, our show is supported by some great companies and friends. Shout-outs this week include Adams Towing, Oak Creek Automotive, Rapina Realty, LD's Barbecue. Their bike nights start up in June 2nd. Johnson & Sons Paving, Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment in Muskego. They are slammed with service work right now, but by all means, keep in mind, buy a new Gravely if you're sick of pushing that old thing around the yard. They've got some great new products as well, some steel handhelds. Wobam Products, Madison International Speedway, Wilmot Raceway, Bonafide Security Solutions, Precise Auto Truck Accessories, and Wisconsin Dells all help make this show possible. So thank them by supporting their businesses, please. Their logos are on our website as well. Welcome back to the Racing RoundUp program. We want to tell you that we've got a couple of race cars out front. We want to thank those folks for bringing their cars down. Our first guest that brought a race car, yeah, there's 2 guests on the show tonight that brought their cars down, is joining us right now on the Racing RoundUp program. He's got a lot going for him in the right direction. Welcome back to the Racing RoundUp show. We've got a lot to cover here on this program, including introducing you to a driver who's going to be racing for Rookie of the Year in the bumper-to-bumper Auto Value IRA Outlaw Sprint Series, big win sprint cars, 900 horsepower, 410 cubic inch, wing sprint car behemoths. He's ready. He's hoping to be out of the mix, maybe getting a win this year. Let's welcome in Clayton Rossman. Clayton, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Am I hopeful in getting a win, or is that a goal for you this year?
It's a big goal, but it's a goal.
When it comes to this kind of racing, though, you're not new to sprint car racing. 5 years ago, you decided to go Wisconsin wingless racing.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like, and what's been the transition like going through that, through the MSA 360s to now tackling the biggest, baddest beasts around this area in 410 wing sprint cars?
Well, like the first time we went wingless racing, that felt like a huge step.
Yep.
And then we did that for a couple years, and then we went MSA racing and 410 non-wing racing. Those felt like huge steps.
Yeah.
Now we're making another huge step. And you kind of look back and you're like, man, how did we figure that out? And that's kind of how we're feeling right now.
There's a guy named Tim Cox that's the Wisconsin short track, Southeastern Wisconsin short track Hall of Famer, who shared your shop. You tied him for points in a championship one year in the Wisconsin Wingless. How has he and other people been able to kind of help corral you or calm you or give you insights to compete at this level?
That's been huge to me being able to do what we've done is Tim's helped me in every way he could, I think, get us going with the car, and then on the driving aspect, he's helped me so much, teach me the ins and outs, like how to square a race car and maintenance and everything.
So are you guys still in the same shop? I wouldn't think so, right?
No, not no more.
So what was it like when he kind of moved out, or you guys kind of separated, like the end of the college semester, the roommates broke up kind of thing, right? What was that like?
It was a little different. Shop's a lot quieter. It's a lot harder when you have that simple little question. The phone call takes a little longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's taught me everything, motor maintenance with those bigger motors, and I owe him a lot.
You raced a bit last year. I think you scored some points. I think I'm looking at my schedule here. You had 7 races in MSA 360s last year, 7 races in the IRA Outlaw Sprint Series. So it's not your first crack at it, but tackling the full season now, racing as much as you will be racing, because Mother Nature said you're not racing yet when it comes to IRA races, here or otherwise. What's that been like? What's the adjustment like? What are you preparing for with the equipment, sponsors? What's it like gearing up for this full season?
It's kind of like jumping both feet first. Just trying to get as many spares put together as I can. We only have 1 car and 1 engine, so that's the big deciding factor if we make it through the year. I have some great sponsors helping us get us through the year. It's something I've been looking at for years, and I just kind of eased our way into it, do as many part-time seasons as we could put together.
Yeah.
And now we're just going to do it.
Who are some of those sponsors helping you out?
McGill Trucking, Johnny D's Poorhouse, Lot 31, 5 Star Firearms, Master Truck and Trailer, Goodwin Performance, LRD Products, Bullseye Boring, and Lake County Hose, my parents.
And when it comes to working on the car, who's helping you in the shop or at the racetrack?
My dad, and then I have Matt and Larry Roebuck. They help me a ton at the track and at home. My buddy
They've got 100
Tyler.
years of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. When it comes to the maintenance of this car, you mentioned one car, one engine. Sometimes there's 2 to 3 weekends, at least in the summertime, where you're racing 3 nights. How is that attempt going to be made? What do you have to gear up for? What are you hoping everything goes right, or you have to pick some more spares as you go as the season gets on?
You just gotta hope everything goes right and have everything in line in case you do wreck or you need something.
When it comes to support and the equipment, have you drawn on some people? Have you begged some people? Do you have stuff from a team that you can, run to the parts truck and get what you need, run back and go racing?
Not too much. I think I've put together enough stuff on my own.
All right. And when it comes to the race car itself, is it new to you? Is it new since last year? Or how'd you come across this one?
This one was actually the 2016 Knoxville raffle car.
Wow.
That someone bought, took the engine out, and it just sat. So it's a brand new 2016 Mach 1.
So that's one of the biggest sprint car races in the country. It's in Knoxville, Iowa each August, and they raffle off a race car. Now you're driving it.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you go to say, okay, it's been in somebody's kind of shop closet for a while? Do you have notes from that car? Do you have notes from teams that race that car? Potentially, because it's not a 26 model. So where do you draw from to get setups initially?
I called Mark Smith, who builds them down in Pennsylvania, and he gave me a good baseline. And everything else, I've just tried to make a notebook by myself.
All right. And did you get any laps in yet this year?
We made 2 sessions. We went to Plymouth, shake down the car, and everything went good.
All right. And when it comes to support group, you brought some people with you here tonight. Who'd you all bring?
I brought my parents, and I brought Matt Roebuck, Tyler and his girlfriend, Miranda Sandholm came.
Tyler Cuxhouse, everybody. He's done okay in the Wisconsin wingless.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. You've helped him get good at that.
I don't know about that, kind of.
He's saying yeah.
Yeah, but he helps me a lot with the 410 deal, too.
Cool.
Yeah, have his trailer in the parking lot right now, using
right.
his truck to go to Davenport, Iowa Friday.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Why not?
Exactly. That's what friends are for.
And the neat thing about it is you guys, because of the development of friendships you have, sometimes drivers go to the track and are selfish and do their own thing and go home. You have a good group of people around you. It seems like it's been that way. Is it something you pursued, or they just say, hey, you're pretty fast, kid. I want to help you out?
I try to surround myself with the right people, so hang out with some people.
We talked about sponsors. We talked about the race car. This weekend, where are you going to be racing?
Davenport, Iowa, Friday night, and then Sycamore, Illinois, Saturday.
And these are IRA point shows?
Yes, sir.
Finally, because there were a couple that were on the schedule that Mother Nature said not yet.
Yeah.
Have you been to these tracks before?
I've been to Sycamore. I've never been to Davenport.
All right. If I could only pronounce the name of the track, I'd help you promote that. But it's on IRAsprints.com. I can know that much. It's in Davenport, near the border of Wisconsin and Iowa and Minnesota and all that stuff. That's Dubuque. I'm sorry. When it comes to racing, what do you draw your intensity from? Did you always want to do this? Was it when you get in the car, it's a different world? What's your mindset?
I'm not too sure. It's just the drive that's always been in the back of your head, just pushing. I want to get as far as I can, as quick as I can, and just try to stay there as long as I can.
And you got success, I'd say success early, against really good competition in the Wisconsin Wingless, winning back-to-back championships. That was 4 or 5 years ago already. My goodness. What do you try to learn each time you go on the racetrack?
You just try to learn as much as you can, build that notebook, and try to build your racecraft, because that's something I'm lacking right now, especially on the wing side of things, how the car reacts, how it reacts in traffic.
10-4. All good stuff. How about a big hand for Clayton Rossman for joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports. Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Race car components for gearheads in Beaver Dam is your race car parts destination. Anna Gerke and the Gross family of racers stock thousands of parts for short track racers on dirt and pavement. Race car components is the manufacturer of championship-winning Copperhead gears. Save on the shipping cost of MD3 body panels. Parts in stock. Get your G60 Hoosier tires psyched, grooved, and signed. See Anna in the Gearheads Parts Van at Gravity Park. Visit Race Car Components for Gearheads.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer and shop to the next level with the best made and widest variety of storage and organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Whatever you race, or whatever the sport, Hefner Racing Products will have you dressed for success and ready to get the job done. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday evening. Thanks to all of our great sponsors and supporters. We really enjoy doing this program. This portion of our show is brought to you by the Midwest Truck Series, which is supported by Finish Line Towing and Nora's Bar. Congrats to Tristan Swanson. His second straight Joe Shear Classic victory came Sunday at Madison International Speedway in the Midwest Truck Series. Their next race is on Memorial Day Monday, May 25th at Golden Sands Speedway. For all the latest news and series info, stay tuned to our show and visit MidwestTruckSeries.com online. Aldi's Barbecue starts their bike nights in June with live bands and great food menu. Yep, they're opening up the kitchen for you every Tuesday, starting June 2nd, and every Tuesday through October. They've extended the season as well into September. It's going to be awesome. Right up until October. We're taking our show on the road a couple times on Tuesday nights to LD's Barbecue in East Troy. It's award-winning sauces, rubs, and the barbecue is amazing. So look forward to seeing you join us there, or maybe you can win a gift card and head out that way, but it's a great place to cater as well. When it comes to catering, you can do groups of 20 to 700, so make sure you keep that in mind for LD's Barbecue, who will deliver to those bigger functions. It's time to remind you to set your DVRs to watch Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show, the Racing Roundup Show, every Saturday morning at 11:30 on CW18 in Milwaukee. Covers all of eastern Wisconsin, and anywhere you can see it around the world online while it's happening at CW18Milwaukee.com. It's 30 minutes of our show, carved out every Tuesday. We now welcome in a couple of guys and a special guest. We're going to meet him in a minute. Let's welcome in three-time MSA 360 Sprints champ, including the defending champ, and he loves Plymouth Dirt Track as well. He's been champion there a bunch of times as well. Let's welcome in Ben Schmidt, and along with him, we brought Bill Weining from Plymouth Dirt Track. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. There's someone in between us. I don't know his name. Who is he, Ben?
This is my stepson, Jack. He's my big helper in the pits and at home washing the car and doing maintenance.
How much fun is that going racing?
Lots of it.
Yeah? Does he like sugar?
A little bit.
All right, a little bit. Okay, just checking. Just checking. Doesn't need a lot, though, because I was the same way to racetrack. I wanted to get there right away.
He's full of energy. He's ready to go.
And when they brought the hauler in, thank you for bringing the car down, I saw you, I saw his mom, and I saw this little zip. I thought I was watching maybe The Incredibles or something with Dash, that little kid that was running around with his suit on. You were pretty excited to be here, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, I am too. Glad to see you here, man. Do you like watching Ben race? What's your favorite part about watching him race?
Probably when he takes first.
Oh, yeah. Ben, you've done that a lot.
A couple times.
Yeah.
He likes to watch donuts. He's always the first one up on the wing doing the wing stand, too.
So how do you get, so at Plymouth Dirt Track, do you get through the gate? Do you have to go through the pits? How do you get them to the front stretch in time for the wing dance?
How do you get out there? Because when I get out of the car, you're already out there. Do you ride on the mule?
Usually yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good. Safety first. Bill's wondering about insurance policies and all kind of thing. I'm kidding. Bill, it's got to be fun knowing these families enjoy the racing that happens every Saturday on the Sheboygan County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, it's great. And, you know, from when I was a kid, started to go there and see those same names are still there. The third, fourth, probably almost close to a fifth generation, I'm thinking, with Fossbenders. Davey Gaden's in the back corner over there, so the Gaden name's been around forever.
Yeah.
So it's incredible to see the legacy of the racing grow.
The Johnsons, the Markworks, the Schultzes, there's a lot of folks that spent year upon year there. And Ben, you're still there. People probably don't want to see you racing anymore because you keep winning everything.
Keep telling everybody I'm going 410. You don't got to worry about me next year. But that's not happening. So I'm sticking around. We got family. We got soccer all day Saturdays and try to do the race car thing, and then more soccer on Sundays and try to get car wash and maintenance. So the traveling too far from home it's kind of out of the realm right now. So.
And you've done the 410 thing, and you've found success in 360s and 410s. What's intriguing about racing with these folks at Plymouth primarily, and then do some traveling as well with the 360 class?
First off, I like after the races, we can get out of the car. The family's there, the sponsors are all there. We're usually one of the first ones to show up and one of the last ones to leave, and we show up early to try to get the track or to get the car prep correctly. And after the races, when everybody comes down, the family and the sponsors, we hang out with them guys and converse, and it's just a nice family atmosphere after the races. And I feel like when we did a lot of traveling, as soon as you were done racing, you loaded it in the box and you were gone because you had a 5 or 6 hour drive ahead of you. And getting home at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, I like it better at Plymouth. Like I said, the family can hang out with us, and you get to talk through with the sponsors, and it's just a nicer, more relaxed atmosphere.
And Bill, along with the Plymouth Dirt Track 360 sprint cars, you offer Grand Nationals, B mods, and usually bring in a special class each and every night. It kind of rotates, doesn't it, to keep things interesting?
Yeah, we started that a couple of years ago when the late models cut back to 7 nights. What are we going to do the other nights they're not here? So this year we're bringing back the Badger Midgets for 3 nights. We had the Legends in a couple weeks ago, and we're rotating that class through. So it's kind of neat to see. It brings a whole new group of people to the track, and just exposes ourselves to a bunch of new people, new individuals, new race fans, and different things. So it's been real successful. I think this year we actually turned some groups away because we had nights full.
May 9th is this Saturday. That's the next time you'll see the Super 6 late models racing. This past Saturday was washed out. That's not going to happen. That's not going to be added to the schedule, right? Another late model race? Okay. So more importantly, get there and support at Plymouth Dirt Track. World of Outlaw Sprints with 360s are on Saturday, June 6th. Ben, how much fun is that racing with those guys when they roll in with all the big equipment, big haulers, and all the big souvenir trailers? And
the atmosphere is definitely elevated. A lot more eyes on you, and the pressure is a little bit more to do well that night. The fans and the stands are packed a little more, and a lot more of the sponsors come out and they watch the races. So there's a little bit more pressure to perform, but it's a nice atmosphere to be in. I like it.
Yeah, for sure. Badger Midgets are there May 30th, June 13th, July 25th. Wisconsin Winglets visit twice, June 20th and August 15th. Dirt King late models are coming August 28th. That's kind of the end of the summer for you guys. That's championship night already for some of your classes.
Yeah, it's championship night for the Grand Nationals and the B mods. We do the late model championship the week before, just to not compete with our regular guys and all with the Dirt Kings. So yeah, let's not push that too quick yet. We need to get a few nights in with sun shining for a change and not have a flooded racetrack.
Amen. Amen to that. And I know come fall, it's a big deal to have the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships end the season for many people from around the area and at Plymouth Dirt Track. Ben, you had a chance to win that race a couple years ago. How important is that weekend, knowing that everybody who's got a sprint car is at Plymouth on that given weekend?
Oh, it's one of their crown jewels, I guess you want to call it, for being a home track. And 2 years ago, we did win the feature and the championship in the same night at the end of the season. So that was a nice way to cap off the season. Winning the MSA championship, the PDTR championship, and the feature on the last night was a really nice event, or nice time. And
we have a question from the audience.
You have a question?
Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna say one of my favorite sponsors is Bitter Newman. I gotta say that.
Why?
Because I love Super Dan.
Tell us more about it, Ben. He wants more of what he just said.
That was a sponsor that came on board a couple of years ago, and the guy's a fanatic, a race fan, and he came on board with us, and he gelled really well with the crew and the rest of the team, and he just loves hanging out. We race Eagle River July 4th weekend, and he's got a cabin up there, so he likes coming out and hanging out with the crew and just away from the track.
Yeah.
And he does this little skit with his commercials where he dresses up in a Superman. They call him Super Dave.
Aha.
So he likes the Superman / Super Dave outfit that he wears.
Who are some of the other folks helping you out, Ben? That race car looks awesome outside.
Gibbsville Cheese has been with us for a couple of years now. Ben Newman just came on board. All Day Huddle Mechanical came on this year. We got Tundra Sports Bar. We got Elite Builds. Professional Plating, Vandervaart Concrete Products, Odyssey Fun Center, Pit Stop Pizza, Sunset Auto, Gaten Auto Body, Josfo Electric, Rue Woodworking, trying to think here, the smaller ones, Cowlicks Cones. They're all really good help, big supporters of us. And most of them guys, like I said, they come out every Saturday night after the races, and they come and hang out with the crew, and it's nice that they kind of intermingle with everybody, and not just say hi to me and then leave. You can see the interaction with the rest of the crew, and they like hanging out with us. So.
And it's on the Sheboygan County Fairgrounds. There's a lot going on during the fair. There's a lot of fun things going on. It's a great facility. And Bill, when it comes to the racing on Saturdays, I've been part of it. I was part of it for 2.5 years on a weekly basis back in the July of '89 through the '91 season. So I got to roll in there, but it's a happening. It's got it going on. What are some of the things the fans can look forward to this year?
We're trying to do more and more kids events. We're doing Christmas in July. We're doing Hot Wheels races one night. A variety of different things. August 8th, we have kind of the kids' night where Ben is part of it. We have Vandervaart Concrete brings a concrete truck in. Ben climbs up on the top and shoots all the candy and coins down into sawdust. And then we let the kids go nuts, like you, Jax, right? Or Jack?
I love going insane over candy.
There you go.
Sawdust be darned. We don't care about the sawdust. We just want the candy.
So we're doing more of that. I mean, the future is the kids.
Yeah.
So we need to get the kids involved more and more, and that's become a real successful program for us. So, the more we can do to keep them around, the better off we are.
And Ben, what about you and Dusty? You guys work great together. But how many people come up to you on a given night or call you during the week saying, "Hey, man, I'm trying this new thing. What do you think? Is it going to work at Plymouth?" How much fun is that, being one of those guys that is a go-to guy? If you care to be or not care to be, you're going to be.
Yeah, I got 27th season starting this year, so I think they just come to me because I'm old.
But you still got to give them a little bit or something, right?
I give them a little teaser, or maybe I'll steer them in the wrong direction. That's kind of up to them to decide.
Right.
Dusty's around. He's one that's really good for helping out other teams, and we always joke that he's giving everybody else our setups, but just got to get everybody fast, and that racers all know that if you're slow, you're kind of in the way. So you want to get them up to speed just fast enough where they're not an issue, but just don't beat us, or we're going to stop giving you setup help.
All right. Many nights the track is right where you want it to be, but when it's a little challenging and there's a top side, are you a big guy going up top, or are you like I'm gonna be?
Oh yeah, big time.
I kind of figured.
I sell T-shirts
up
top.
Race. Oh yeah. That's what I like to call it too. And I'm calling a race like, "Oh, you selling some shirts?"
Yep. No, definitely on top. Definitely on top. Get the momentum up and rip the lip.
Bill, thanks for the tickets to give away tonight after the show. For the fans that are interested, you need to get there on a Saturday night. It's every Saturday, right, between now and Labor Day, basically, for points races.
Yep, exactly. With the exception of the end of the year, we run that run Friday night, and that's just to give us more time to set up for the fair the following week. So.
Sure.
And that's the Dirt King night, too, as well.
Gotcha. August 28th, and then September 26th is that big Sprint Car Championship. When it comes to the race day, when time should fans start showing up at Plymouth?
The early part of the year, with it being colder, we open up at 4 o'clock and start racing at 5. Once we hit June, we'll start opening up at 4:30 and racing at 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So.
And then there's a little more perspective to see from the pits, I understand.
Yeah, we have the Beaver Dam grandstand from the backstretch we bought, and it's in the process of being put up, which I didn't know until last year that those originally started across the street at the Milwaukee Mile. And then they moved to Beaver Dam, and now they're on with us, so we brought a bit of history. It's another 1,500 seats on the backstretch, so World Outlaws Night will pack people in because it was rough turning people away last year. We just packed the place. It looked like the county fair at one point. We looked out in the back, and it's like, where did all these people go or come from, and where are they going to go?
And the neat thing about being in the pit stands, you might see Ben Schmidt walking up there to see what the track looks like. He hasn't been on the track in 25 minutes or just ran the hot laps, and now he's got like, okay, is it as wet as I thought it was in the bottom of one or not? Those grandstands are going to help you, aren't they?
They will, absolutely. You get a nice bird's eye view of the track.
Yeah. But he can't go. You can go in the pits? You sure?
Yeah, I can
go in the pits?
sometimes.
You do?
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do is climb on top of the mule and start dancing.
All right, good to know.
We're going to get him a cape this year. He can be like junior.
I'll just give him a microphone, let him go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Eric, you have no time in the mic. He's got it all right here. It's kind of fun. It's awesome to have him around. We mentioned about the sponsors. We mentioned Dusty. Is there anybody else that help you to be such a successful racer, Ben?
I got a lot of guys on the crew. They always say we got too many people in our pits, but we do have a big following, and a lot of guys that help us every Saturday night. Chris, Chev, Bryce, Dino, Whitey, Glenn Ball. Who am I missing?
You're missing Dustin.
Dustin, little Dusty,
Yes.
Big Dusty. You got to think for a second.
What about Mom? Does she help too?
Sometimes.
Yeah, Mom helps us out on Sundays.
Check it.
Help washing the car. Yep.
And
Greg and
me.
Alan. Who?
Me.
And you.
Yeah.
I always clean.
You clean. Yeah, we got a lot of people that help out and support us every Saturday night working on the car and getting it ready for the features.
Bill, I know things continue to evolve, and in terms of sponsorship and involvement, race teams have logos on their race cars. The track has billboards, that kind of thing. This is a big undertaking. It's a year-round project, isn't it?
Yep, and this is by far, I think I've been around 14 seasons now. This is by far our best. I think we're sitting at 15 or 16 brand new ones, and we've only run 1 week. So,
great.
But there's room for everybody else. So if you're interested in getting involved with a great racetrack with a great reputation, please contact us, and we'll find a spot for you.
Would it be through the website?
Yeah, that's the best thing. Contact the fair.
Yep.
The fair office.
PlymouthDTR.com. And where can we follow around the Sherm 35 bunch? Where are you guys at online?
Just Team 35 on Facebook and Twitter. I don't have well, I guess I got a TikTok, Team 35 TikTok.
All right.
Braden kind of runs that a little bit, so. But he runs Trip Edge Design, so he does a lot of my social media stuff.
Great. Awesome.
So
takes a lot of effort, and it's a lot of fun to have you guys here before it gets really busy. You had one night so far. They're racing again this Saturday night at Plymouth Dirt Track. Looking forward to seeing things progress. PlymouthDTR.com is the website to follow along, and he's at Team 35 on socials. Guys, thanks again for being part of the show, for bringing the car down, too.
Thanks
It means
for
a lot.
having us.
How about a big hand for Ben Schmidt and Bill Weinog and the star of the show,
Jack.
We're coming right back with some more stuff. We got the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report and more. Bill Holland's on the way with an exclusive report. The In the Groove, sponsored by Johnson & Sons Paving, is at Madison International Speedway. And the big 2 Division Joe Shear Classic, that's still on the way here at Pauley's.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Johnson & Sons Paving is an asphalt and concrete paving contractor serving southern Wisconsin and proudly sponsors our weekly Bill Holland in the Groove segment. Trust the team of experts offering a full range of asphalt and concrete construction services for customers from Dane County to Fond du Lac and from Sheboygan to Kenosha County. Johnson & Sons Paving is proud to meet or beat their clients' timeline while exceeding expectations. Homeowners and business owners alike depend on the racers at Johnson & Sons Paving to stay on budget and to get in and out quickly while keeping their property safe and accessible at all times. For all of your asphalt and concrete needs, get started by going online to johnsonsonspaving.com.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin. From their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Automatic Transmission Design is located in Germantown, Wisconsin. They've been hard at work the last 15 years in perfecting the best performance racing transmissions and converters. The folks at ATD have made it possible to offer the best quality and most affordably priced winning components for off-road, drag racing, truck pulling, and circle track applications. ATD may not be the biggest or most famous company in the marketplace, but they have the will and put in that extra effort to provide you with the best products available. ATD's certified technicians go through a comprehensive quality checklist on every transmission and converter they build. Then it's tested on their in-house dyno. Only then is the product ready for shipment to the customer. ATD takes these steps to provide you with the best quality products every time. They are 100% guaranteed. Their no returns policy makes sure it's right the first time. The next time you need a performance transmission or converter, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need three things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive. Check out our website, RacingRoundUpShow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to the show. I just saw Bobby Gutnick on a commercial. It's great to see Bobby involved in so many aspects of racing. He actually was sponsoring a lot of different racers, including, he still does, but including the recent passing of Natalie Klemko makes me think about Bobby G saying, I want to help Natalie race. I want to help sponsor her car. She's on her show. She passed away at the age of 38 this past week and was laid to rest, and it's unfortunate that we have to talk about that. But Natalie was such an impactful person on a lot of people, and Natalie and her brother Chris raced against each other in Wisconsin Wingless. Natalie was part of Bill Balog's family for several years, including going on the road every World of Outlaw race, so our thoughts continue to be with the Klemko family. They handed out some nice stickers, and they also had memory cards that Natalie wrote as she was going through her battle with health issues prior to her passing on April 19th. So our thoughts continue to be with the Klemko family, and we think about all the great people we have involved, and make sure you continue to thank those who are involved in your program, and thank goodness for good health for a lot of reasons. And for those who are struggling with health reasons, by all means, know that we're thinking about you and hope you can make it to our show, and we'll see it at the racetrack as well. Hey, this portion of the show is brought to you by Midwest Legends Dirt Series. They are racing across the upper Midwest's finest dirt tracks. And next up is this Saturday, May 9th at Wilmot Raceway, and Saturday, May 16th, they're racing in Davenport, Iowa. They're supported by Aero Race Wheels and Rush Race Suits. Find out more about this exciting series by visiting their Facebook page, Midwest Legends Dirt Series. I'd like to encourage you to come to the Paulie's Pub and Eatery next Tuesday. Yep, we're back here for another great show. It'll be with the president of the IRA Outlaw Sprint Series. Steve Sinclair will be here. National Sprint Car Hall of Famer, Steve Sinclair. He's got a lot of awards and accolades, but my goodness, it's going to be good to have Steve here. Crown Vic Racers, Mason Obermeyer and his dad Dave are joining us. President of the Badger Midgets, Quinn McCabe, and midget racer Mike Stroik will be here. Mike's on the Badger board. We're also talking with drag racing with A&A Tire, big money bracket racer John DiPiazza. Plus, we'll have a preview of the May 17th Keith's Marina charity night at Slinger Super Speedway. Yep, there's a lot going on. They've got a great charity going on with Make-A-Wish Foundation, getting the benefits, but a lot of neat things to cover there. We'll preview that next Tuesday right here at Paulie's on the Racing Roundup Show. It is time for the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. See the racers at Team Bonafide for custom-made security doors, program card access, cameras, and alarm systems for your home or business, plus on-call locksmiths and more. It's a lock. Their number is 262-790-9400. Their website, bonafidesafe.com. They do protect what you value. It was great to see a good-sized crowd Sunday taking in the Madison International Speedway opener. Congrats to the Midwest Truck Series, the Midwest Tour, and the McCarnes family for putting on a great show. We'll have an exclusive video report with Bill Holland a little bit in a little while here before 7:30. on our program. Thanks to Bill Hollins and his coverage. You'll enjoy the program. Full coverage coming up here in just a few minutes. It was opening night Saturday at Dells Raceway Park. Our DRP coverage is sponsored by Diamond Racing Wheels, your destination for custom chrome finished wheels, stock car, road racing, autocross, dirt track, and off-road beadlock wheels, and more. Visit diamondracingwheels.com. Mike Litchfield, well, the champ and four-time track late model champion, made it up a 1.4-second deficit once you got into second place and moved past Clayton Story with 8 laps to go to win the feature on Saturday night. Jason Stark drove his modified to victory. Diamond Bill Tandetsky raced to third. Dusty Mann won the Diamond Wheels Fast Dash and the feature in the Sportsman. Ron Myers ruled the Bandits and Spartas. Brad Worthen drove through the field to victory after starting 10th in the 35-lap 602 LL late model feature. For more info, visit DellsRacewayPark.com. They've got things planned, and next week, they have Mother's Day off, and next week, it's during Auto Motion. It's a huge car show, takes up the entire area of Wisconsin Dells. They got some cool street drags and all kinds of drag racing and all sorts of drifting going on there. So check out their website, DellsRacewayPark.com, to find out what they're doing at their facility, including some camping opportunities. All moms are admitted free this Friday night at Gravity Park to watch Grand Nationals, A-Mods, Sport Mods, Midwest Late Models, Street Stocks, and 4-cylinders. Fan gates open at 5 p.m. Our Gravity Park coverage this season is sponsored by Race Car Components for Gearheads in Beaver Dam. To find out about their in-stock parts, including MD3 body panels, G60 Hoosier tires, and championship-winning Copperhead gears, search Copperhead Gears on Facebook. Marshfield Motor Speedway winners on Saturday included John Beal in Super Late Models, Devin Derringer in Legends, Tim Anderson from Pittsville in the Extreme Fours, Eric Breitenfeld in Bandits, and Trevor Saber in the 6 shooters. Last Saturday's races were weathered out at Wilmot Raceway. This coming Saturday, the Midwest Legends Dirt Series will be there, joining weekly divisions at Wilmot Raceway on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. Gates open at 5 p.m. CK Contractors helps us out with their Wilmot coverage for the lot clearing of brush and debris, lot grading, Lake Michigan shore restoration, pond building, and more. Keep that in mind. What you want to design, they can help you create. Hire the professionals, Chris Klemko, and the racers you trust at ckcontractorsllc.com. We gave away tickets to our show this past Saturday night. The World of Outlaws Late Model Dairyland Showdown was a 3-night show, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It was at Mississippi Thunder Raceway near La Crosse. The big winner who pocketed $40,000 was Ryan Gustin over past show guest Bobby Pierce. Pierce won there Thursday night, and Nick Hoffman won Friday night to take over the point lead in the World of Outlaw Late Models on his 34th birthday. On the World of Outlaws sprint car front, Bill Baylog and his Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup race team are racing tonight at Lincoln Speedway, if all goes to plan, in Pennsylvania, before 2 nights at Williams Grove. And last week, after making just 11 of 16 A-mains to start the year, Sheboygan Scotty Thiel and his Outlaws team announced they have gone their separate ways. Oconomo's Logan Julian joined 39 other sprint car drivers Saturday night at Knoxville Raceway in Iowa. 2025 Knoxville Nationals champion Ryan Timms won the A-main. Timms raced to victory over Austin McCarl and pole sitter Sheldon Hodgeschild. Julian ran 4th in the B-main, transferred to the A, and finished 21st in the 24-car A-main. The IRA Outlaws will attempt to officially start their season this Friday night at Davenport, Iowa, and Saturday night at Sycamore Speedway in Illinois, where they will be joined by the Wisconsin Wingless Sprints. We look forward to having IRA President and National Sprint Car Hall of Famer Steve Sinclair join us next week to talk 410 sprint cars and preview their season opener in Wisconsin anyway on May 16th. That's Saturday at May 16th at the Plymouth Dirt Track. Wisconsin proud IRA Sprints announcer Chatty Matty Rue made her debut. I don't know if you caught it or not. It's on Flow. She was actually in Chico, California for the flat track American Flat Track race on Saturday night. I caught a part of it. She did a nice job. She got the chance to be on their Flow coverage, which also is going to be airing on FS1. Their coverage will be May 10th at 10:30 a.m. Central on FS1, so it's kind of neat to see the Chatty Matty getting a shot at some national pit reporting. Good job, Chatty Matty. This Saturday, the track will offer free admission to all U.S. military, firefighters, police, and EMS at the Plymouth Dirt Track. If you missed it, watch tonight's show on demand, or you can catch my conversation with Plymouth Dirt Track champion sprint car racer Ben Schmidt and Bill Weinog. So if you just tuned in, rewind a little bit and catch the great interview we just had with those guys. Next up on tonight's show, Bill Holland goes in the groove at Madison International Speedway with exclusive coverage of the Midwest Truck Series and the BSA Midwest Tour and the Joe Shear Classic. That's coming your way next on the Racing Roundup Show. Stay tuned.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Greenfield Gallery wants to buy your racing collection. Do you have die-cast cars from IndyCar, Sprint Car, or short tracks? Greenfield Gallery wants them. If you have old racing programs, racing photos, and negatives, Greenfield Gallery wants those too. Contact Ralph Hibbert Jr. at Greenfield Gallery, who wants to buy your racing collection. Ralph also has an ever-changing eBay store full of racing collectibles. Search Greenfield Gallery. Email Ralph right now to get connected. His email address is ralph@greenfieldgallery.net.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Boring Bob Tag.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program. Thanks for joining us. You can catch our shows on demand on RacingRoundupShow.com or on YouTube. Just search Racing Roundup. If you're in search of going first class, hassle-free to the NASCAR races in Joliet, July 5th is the Sunday of the NASCAR Cup Series return to Chicagoland Speedway. Our friend Boring Bob's got a bus going. Yep, motor coach, all things considered. Take it easy. Just meet him at the Gaslight West on 84th and Cold Spring. It's on Sunday, July 5th, They don't leave the first thing in the morning. They're leaving like noonish for an afternoon race, coming right back that night. So by all means, if you want to join Boring Bob on his escorted race tour, the NASCAR event to Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, the pickup and drop-off point will be the Gaslight West on 84th and Cold Spring. You want to sign up by calling Boring Bob right now at 414-321-1307. This portion of our show is brought to you by the racers at Schleifer Auto Body and Sales in Landon. We talked to those guys last week. They're itching to go racing again this weekend in the bumper-to-bumper IRA sprint cars. Trust Schleifer for your next auto body repair or your daily driver or fleet of work trucks. They've been doing it since 1974. Four generations of racers now have been getting it done the right way. They work with all insurance companies. Search Schleifer Auto Body on Facebook to find out more, or stop in at Landon on the corner. They own a lot of good stuff. They have a lot of good stuff, including some used cars to sell you on the corner of Good Hope right up there in Landon. So it's kind of neat to see all things taken off for Schleifer Auto Body once again in 2026. We'd like to tell you that this portion of the program is brought to us by friends at Johnson & Sons Paving, because it's time to go in the groove with Bill Howland. Bill, welcome back to the program. And it is Cinco de Mayo, so I got to ask you, did you have anything off the Taco Tuesday menu tonight?
Absolutely. And one thing you know when you come here, it's good. It's really good.
It is good. Tasty good. Again, it's Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. So next Tuesday when you come back for the show, you could have what Bill had. What'd you have?
Oh, I had the Gringo Platter.
Gringo Platter. All right. Which is what?
Terrific. 3 outstanding soft tacos.
Right.
Can't beat it.
Okay. I see Sue Smalzer's over here eating the same thing. Good to see that Sue's got some time in her busy day to join us. It's kind of cool. A lot of folks are eating the pizza. I saw some pizza going on. I saw some mac and cheese going down. It's a great menu. They don't just serve tacos on Tuesdays here. Serving up a big race on Sunday, though. My goodness. I was there Saturday for practice. Some pretty serious competitors and great cars and trucks that competed at Madison on Sunday.
Absolutely. The stars came out during the day. It was... And the fans got a show. They really did.
So I'm going to tease you with this. Bill's report is the exclusive presentation we have of Bill's coverage of the entire event day on Sunday, including the Midwest Truck Series and the ASA Midwest Tour. But as I was calling those races on the stream for Track TV, I was thinking, okay, when is James Swan going to get forward? When is Brandon Reichenberger going to break through? When are we going to see the guys that have won championships most recently, including Blake Brown, who's on our show a couple weeks ago? When are they going to get to the front? They never did. It's so fast-paced. My goodness, it was great competition in the Midwest Truck Series. And then if you're an ASA Midwest Tour regular, your time had a short fuse on it, didn't it? A lot of guys had some issues.
Absolutely, and top competitors. You know, drivers talked about this race is not something where you just stand on it from the drop of the green and go as hard as you can for as long as you can. That's the recipe for being nowhere at the end of the race. And even though guys are trying to save their stuff, this is no secret that you have to try to save tires and brakes at MIS. We still saw some top competitors drop out early.
Yeah, and Casey Johnson's effort started with a bent wheel in qualifying. He had to start on the same 4 tires, and that set him back, thinking, okay, Casey's already won a couple of these Joe Shear Classics, but it was not the case for Casey and others. This is time to show you the exclusive presentation of Bill Holland's In the Groove, sponsored by Johnson & Sons Paving from Madison International Speedway. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the Groove at Madison International Speedway, where the Joe Shear Classic kicks off the 2026 season here at MIS. We've got the ASA Midwest Tour Super Late Models and the Midwest Truck Series. This race, one of the crown jewels at this high-speed half mile. 2-time defending Joe Shear Classic winner Casey Johnson leads the field of 24 Super Late Models into MIS. The 4-time Midwest Tour champ from nearby Edgerton knows all about the Joe Shear legacy.
He's a guy that a lot of old racing stories you hear, I mean, it's Trickle and Joe Shear. You know, you hear everything about them guys. You hear how beautiful his car was, the craftsmanship, you know, how clean of a race car driver he was. And, you know, a lot of the races that ran down in Rockford, you know, they would compare like stats with him, and every record you're trying to chase is Joe Shear's record.
Past event winners include all-time Midwest Tour wins leader Ty Majeski. The 5-time series champ is fastest in qualifying. 2-time winner Andrew Morrissey's among the contenders, as is 2018 winner Austin Nason.
We've been struggling the last couple of years, but I feel like we've been good when we come here. We passed for the lead last year and had an ordeal, so like I said, I think we're good, and I think we're good again today.
2-time Midwest Tour champ Gabe Summers ran second here last year. He's been strong at MIS, but has yet to win a tour race here.
I think we ran third here, second the last 3 years, so just super close. The car's been good, just keep getting beat right at the end, so we got to get a little bit better, longer run car.
The Midwest Tour regulars are joined by 2-time NASCAR Weekly National Champion Jacob Gady out of Minnesota.
With the crop of talent that we got in the Midwest, a race like this would be absolutely huge to win. So we're going to try our best and see where we end up.
Portage, Indiana's Paul Schaefer Jr. is another strong contender who knows just how big this event is.
It ranks pretty high. It's up there with, you know, it's my Mount Rushmore of races, right? In the state of Wisconsin, it's as big as it gets, and it's just one that I've always wanted to win, and I've tried so hard to win it in the past.
The Midwest Truck Series regulars are joined today by former NASCAR Truck Series champ Johnny Sauter. His connection with the Shear family as strong as any driver in the field.
I mean, I raced with Little Joe for a very long time, and even as a kid, I remember, you know, my dad, Trickle, obviously Joe Sr. racing, coming here on Friday nights back in the early 90s, you know, and just obviously all the big races.
Twin Lakes, Wisconsin's Blake Brown won the Truck Series opener back in April. Today it's a homecoming as he races at the track his grandfather, Terry Kunis, used to own.
Be out here with my siblings, and we'd be cruising around on golf carts and go-karts, and I kind of joke but kind of serious. I might have more laps on a half mile on a Sam's Club go-kart than I've got in a race car, so it's always really cool coming back here.
Midwest Truck Feature is up next. The truckers will go for 36 laps in honor of Joe Shear. Reedsburg, Wisconsin's Brady Bill in that bright orange and blue 70, and fellow Wisconsin driver Robbie Rux in the 5 up front as the field of 28 trucks takes the green flag. It's Rux with the early lead. The young driver out of Deerfield, a past winner in the Truck Series. Brady Bill, new to truck racing. He's got years of late model experience. In third, that is former series champion Tristan Swanson in the 23 truck. Back in the pack, Wanakee's Kevin Canesi in the 33 is a past winner of this race. He's battling with Johnny Sauter in the silver 7 truck. And a change up front, Brady Bill in the former Brad J.J. Miller truck taking the lead with Tristan Swanson now second. And the 23 is on the move. Swanson, the 2021 Truck Series champ, taking over the top spot. Tristan Swanson took this series by storm as a 17-year-old, winning Rookie of the Year and the season championship. 5 years later, he's showing more of the same. Farther back, Daniel Bain in the 28, racing with Johnny Sauter in the 7. 6-time series champ James Swan in the 97, Blake Brown 71, and the 38 of Jeff Holtz racing mid-pack. And we're under caution Wyatt Kreis in the 2 has gone around in turn 1. And trouble on the restart, sending Johnny Sauter off with damage. Kevin Zilozinski in the 38 also done for the day. Back to green, and Chester Ace out of nearby Oregon has raced his way up to 3rd in the 93 truck. But no one is catching Tristan Swanson. He takes his 2nd Joe Shear Classic in the Midwest Truck Series.
It means a lot, you know. The 31 Motorsports team worked their tails off week in and week out to give the best truck out there, and yeah, I think it showed tonight. We missed practice due to some other obligations that I had to be at yesterday, but it didn't seem really to slow us down much.
Before the main event, a 4-wide salute to the fans, and this MIS crowd is ready to rock for 200 laps. Coming to green with Jordan DeVoy in the white 38 and Justin Mondyke in the black 44 car up front. Mondyke, a past winner on the tour out of Gleason, Wisconsin, taking the lead as the field comes up to speed. Gabe Summers started in the 2nd row. He'll take over the lead with Jacob Gady now 2nd. Mondyke 3rd ahead of young Penn Sauter in the 5 and Luke Fenhouse 4 car. Summers, the 2-time Midwest Tour champ, pulling away from the field in the 15. Gabe Summers will lead this field to a competition caution with 136 laps to go. On the restart, cars stack up and Ty Majeski, our fast qualifier, gets the worst of things. You can see the damage to that bright yellow 91 car. The battle up front is between Summers, Austin Nason in the 14, Jacob Gady in 3rd with Penn Sauter right there in 4th. And Nason looks to be off the pace. Gady in the 72 and Penn Sauter, the 3rd generation racer out of nearby DeForest, driving past the 14. Justin Mondyke takes the 44 to the pits. And the 2nd place car slows. Jacob Gady done for the day. 200 laps on this high-speed half-mile, a real test for these race teams. Casey Johnson to the pits as the attrition continues. The 4-time Midwest Tour champ out of the race. Up front, Gabe Summers, the Plover, Wisconsin driver, holding what looks to be a very comfortable lead as we come to a competition caution with 79 laps to go. On the restart, more trouble for Ty Majeski. The 91 and Jordan DeVoy's 38 involved on the backstretch. Back to green flag racing. Gabe Summers continues to lead. And the 15 slows. After setting the pace for more than 150 laps, he is headed to the pits with a suspension problem. This changes everything. Penn Sauter, the teenager in the 5 car. Derek Kraus, the Stratford, Wisconsin driver. And Austin Nason now runs 3rd. Nason on the move, looking to take the 2nd spot from Derek Kraus. 14 car to 2nd. Penn Sauter is looking for the biggest win of his young career, with Nason gunning for a 2nd Joe Shear Classic title. Austin Nason, the 2-time national short track champion out of Roscoe, Illinois, making the pass and taking the lead. Coming to the checkers, Austin Nason wins his 2nd Joe Shear Classic at Madison International Speedway, overcoming an unusual situation mid-race.
I went to go turn down into one, and the steering wheel was laying in my lap, and I lost all steering, and I let everyone go, and I started messing with my steering wheel, and I had to pick it up until that last caution. I had to drive with my steering wheel up in the air. The servo fell off in the car, so it's actually ratchet strapped in there right now. So it was a pretty good race car to come back through the field.
Before the race began, a number of drivers pointed out it's the last 50 laps, not the first 50, that really matter in this event. Boy, was that true today. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who makes our program possible, including our sponsor, Johnson & Sons Paving. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
How about I say it for Bill? That was a lot of work, man. A lot of chasing around. Appreciate it.
And a lot of good racing. Boy, that was a show.
And when it comes to the Midwest Tour, they're racing again May 23rd at Jefferson Speedway. They're on Track TV. Our Dean Strom gets to call a lot of those races. I get the chance a couple more times this year. We do want to point out Brady Bill in that beautiful bright orange number 70 truck. That was his first Midwest Truck Series truck, as you documented. That was the truck Brad Miller raced last year with his bunch. He sold it to Brady, and Brady told John Wood with the series at the end of the race day, he's like, man, that was so much fun. He did a great job finishing top 3. I want to see what happens next in the Midwest Truck Series. You can follow along with them. They're racing on Memorial Day Monday at Golden Sands Speedway in an afternoon show. So that's their next event. So if you get the bug to watch them, we want you to go to their track and see it in person. It was great to see Johnny Sauter, who turned 48 on Friday. Yeah, he was wearing a uniform on purpose because he got a chance to drive Paulie Schaefer and Chris Purdy's truck. The one thing missing, though, as I saw Donnie Fowler in the grandstands, I said, Donnie, there's no Don's Auto Truck Center in the back bumper of this Johnny Sauter truck. When's the last time a Sauter of his generation or older raced without your logo on the truck? He's like, yeah. He just kind of looked at me like, you're right there. I probably got to do something about that. It's kind of fun to see all that come together.
A lifetime ago when I was working for the CBS affiliate up in Wausau, I did a story on a rookie hobby stock driver at Dell's Raceway Park, back then Dell's Motor Speedway, with John Sauter on the roof of his car.
Wow.
Johnny was 18. I can't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure Donnie Fowler's logo was on Johnny's first race car.
That's 30 years of doing that. If he was 18 then and 48 on Friday, my goodness, it's a lot of fun. Bill, thanks a lot for being part of the show. We'll see you next week.
As always, thanks for the opportunity.
How about a big hand for Bill Holland, everybody? His In the Groove segment brought to you by Johnson & Sons Paving. Thank you, Bill. He's got a special shortened version that we're going to air this Saturday on CW18 Milwaukee as part of our program called the Racing Roundup Show. Again, Saturday mornings, 11:30, every Saturday. You can watch it anywhere in the world online, live at CW18Milwaukee.com. You can also catch our show here any given Tuesday. We'd love to see you here in person. Love to see you at a short track near you as well. I want to thank our guests for being part of the program. We have had a ball. Thank you to Ben Schmidt and Bill Wynot from Plymouth Dirt Track. Thanks for coming down. Thank you to Clayton Ross, who brought his race car and a bunch of friends with him as well. Great to see a great cast of people. When it comes to racing, we got to support these guys, right? We got to make sure that they're here and they're supported. Thanks to Steve Apel and his sons, Harrison and Cameron. There's a great turnout as well by his family, and what a great story that is to carry on and continue. We're doing this again next Tuesday night, and we want to thank our great crew. We would not be able to do this for 42 years without Dave Schmalzer, Matt Rapina, Sam Trado, Greg Lapine, Bill Holland, Sherry Prague, Dean Strom, Mark Goodman, Bruce Blodgett, Faye Hendricks, Joe Lapine, and we want to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. I get to sit here and talk about it, but man, it's a lot of effort, a lot of fun. Hope to see you next Tuesday right back here at Polly's Pub and Eatery, and until then, set your DVRs, support your local racing, and have at it, racers.
Wisconsin racing fans, we hope you enjoyed our show. Watch Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show this Saturday morning at 11:30 on CW18 Milwaukee and live online at CW18Milwaukee.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Plan now to join the racing crowd next Tuesday and win prizes. Visit RacingRoundupShow.com for our latest show schedule and to watch our shows on demand. Like the Racing Roundup Show on Facebook. Follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of the entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetrack, set your DVRs, have at it, racers.